my God.
What's so funny?
Wow.
What are we laughing at?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Someone forgot sunscreen?
No, I didn't forget any sunscreen. Why would you think I forgot?
Oh.
Didn't forget a thing. Went to a Tiger game.
Uh-huh.
Is there something different? It's the Andy and Dave Daily. Andy O'Reilly here. Dave Cackley is off in his little cubby hole over there. And, wow, you can kind of see that I got out this weekend. What do you think of that? Right through that.
You have officially become Batman.
No, come on. Batman, let's be honest. I'm Captain Irish. That's what we do.
Saturday?
Huh?
Did you go Saturday?
No, yesterday. We got up
yesterday.
and ran down, saw the Tigers and the Red Sox yesterday. And, of course, with our luck, you just, you start off on a winning streak. Andy and Cindy show up. Let's lose one.
Oh.
It was a great day for a game. Detroit was jumping. It was pretty cool with everything going on at, a lot of people going to both the Joe and the Tiger game yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So, and we got home in time to watch pretty much the whole ceremony from the Joe Louis Arena. Did you catch any of it? Did you watch any?
No, I caught the highlights of it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So,
caught the highlights.
I was in bed by 6.
Were you really?
Yeah.
You know what's great about working for yourself? You don't have to do that.
Yeah,
I regularly stay up till midnight now. It's awesome.
I got a question. Should I go with the top button unbuttoned and show a little bit more?
Well, we're just doing this live right now, so yeah, that's fine. I mean,
good.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
You look stunning like that.
Thank you.
You really do. All right. So I had the weekend in Detroit. Dave had the weekend. What did you do?
You know what? I got a little baseball action in, playing catch with Max.
Fun.
Getting him ready for Little League this week. So nothing feels more American dad than just throwing a baseball with your kid.
Does he like it?
Oh, yeah, he loves it.
Can he catch?
We were basically playing drop.
Right. Well, I mean, he's little. I mean,
he does okay.
Yeah.
He actually was getting a lot better, and he's got a good arm, and he's left-handed, so
really,
he can at the very least be a crappy relief pitcher. So.
I heard the Tigers are hiring. Could they get their relief pitchers right just for 1 year, maybe?
No.
Oh.
That's their hook. That's their catch. That's what makes things exciting. It goes back to like the Todd Jones era.
All right. Well, I disagree, but I guess that's what it is. Are we doing news today?
Yeah, a lot of stuff happening.
All right, man. Lay it on me.
All right. ISIS bombs exploded in 2 Egyptian churches on Palm Sunday, one of the most important dates on the Christian calendar. One blast tore through a service at a church in the northern city of Tanta, killing 27 and wounding 78 others. At least 17 people were killed and more than 40 wounded in a suicide bomb attack outside St. Mark's Cathedral in Alexandria.
Like we talked last week, I'm really uncomfortable right now. We got ships pulling out off to the shore of North Korea. We've got this whole mess going on with Syria. We're going to get tested.
You're just waiting for the next thing to happen.
And it sucks. It just shouldn't be this way. It really shouldn't.
Crazy. A Wisconsin man is on the run after robbing a gun shop and mailing a manifesto to the president detailing anti-religious grievances and other anti-government views. 32-year-old Joseph Jacobowski allegedly stole a large quantity of high-end handguns and rifles from a shop in Janesville last week. More than 200 officers were still searching for Jacobowski on Sunday. Services at Bethlehem Lutheran near Madison were canceled after a man fitting his description was spotted near the church. The FBI is offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to his arrest.
Anytime you hear the word manifesto,
that's never
somebody's
good.
Going to jail.
Because if they're writing a manifesto, those are the ones that are usually really serious about it.
Yeah.
They're not messing around. And this was apparently like 160 pages long.
Whoa.
So if you're writing that much stuff, I mean, you're planning something.
This really are. This
isn't a ruse.
So no more manifestos.
No.
Not especially from you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not a manifesto sort of fella.
You're not?
It's not my thing.
More of a grievance guy?
What?
I'm more of a grievance guy?
I have the occasional grievance, Rarely, though, does it escalate to the manifesto level.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, good.
All right, well, 2016 in a related story was a record year for background checks for gun permits and purchases in the state of Michigan. Michigan numbers began to jump in 2008 and spiked in 2013 after the Sandy Hook massacre, and again in 2015 after the shooting in San Bernardino. In 2016, there were more than 160,000 background checks in the state. That's up from just over 140,000 in 2015. Nearly 30% of Michigan adults own a gun. That's tied for 31st in the country with Vermont. Now, you're a gun owner, right?
Yes, I've got lots of guns. Yeah. Love them.
Yeah.
Love my guns.
How many do you have?
Let me think. I've got 2 rifles, a shotgun, and about 5 handguns.
Okay, and you have a concealed carry permit,
I do,
right?
and I will be more than honest with you. As much as we've got that concealed carry permit, Cindy's got one too. It was a combination of a couple of different things. A, the option to be able to carry if we felt the need.
Right.
B, the education of what it takes to use a handgun in a situation. In a life or death situation, if you let's say somebody gets in your house and you're going to shoot them, you're going to jail.
Right.
They're going to sort that out a little bit later on, but if that's what's going to happen then. And then the third thing is ease of purchase. If I go somewhere and I'm like, oh wow, I really love that gun, I want to get it, I just have to flash that carry concealed weapons permit, and I don't have to go through the background check and all that other kind of stuff. Yeah. So, and you like to shoot guns occasionally.
I haven't shot a gun since in about 15 years, and this was really, really stupid, and I don't recommend anybody ever doing this.
Here we go.
I was drunk at a friend's house, and he had a shotgun, and they were shooting at targets.
Yeah. And,
that's the dumbest... one of the dumbest things I ever did, and I've always been really uncomfortable around guns.
Really?
They scare the hell out of me.
Do they really?
But I'd had enough libation in me at the time, and the power you feel, I get it. I got it after that.
What kind of gun did you shoot? Did they tell you what gauge it was or anything?
I 12, 13 gauge. I don't know. I assume it was like a 12 gauge.
Yeah, that's a powerful gun, man. That's a big kick.
Yeah, I get like going to shooting ranges and stuff. That seems like something that would be fun, but it's just something I'm not comfortable around. Have you ever felt like have you ever been in a situation where you thought you were going to need to pull yours?
Once, and I did, once. Have I ever told you this story?
I don't think so.
Oh my God, we went to Mexico a few Christmases ago. Cindy and I did. We went off, and we come back. It was New Year's Eve when we came back, and the plan was that Colton was going to stay over at our house New Year's Eve so his ma could go out and do New Year's Eve stuff.
Right.
All right, great. So, let's have our New Year's Eve. Everything's great. We get home. Everybody gets settled. At about 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm hearing the door going, clunk, 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 clunk. Somebody's trying to get in. And I looked at Cindy. I said, what is that? And I heard it again. It was somebody monkeying with the door. Well, okay, it's 4 in the morning. We just get back from vacation, and we're putting pictures up. Hey, we're in Mexico. Hey, we're having a great time, all that stuff. So my first reaction is somebody saw that we were out of town and they're breaking in.
Right.
Well, at the time, our daughter decided that she didn't want to date the guy that she was dating anymore on New Year's Eve.
Oh, no.
We didn't leave the door open for her, so she's trying to get in. We had just had the door lock changed, so she didn't have a key to get in yet.
Oh, my God.
Grab the gun, chamber a shot. I'm going through everything they taught me in CCW class, which is, the first thing is get the cops on the phone so they can record everything that's happening.
All right.
So I get the gun, I go in the other room, I grab the phone, and on a whim, I just looked out the window to see what was going on down below. Here's her car parked outside. It's 4:30 in the morning, and she gets fed up with his boyfriend and decides that's that. So she's back at our house. I looked out there. I saw the thing. I told the cops on 911. I said, "Sorry, it's not an emergency." Okay, thank you. Went downstairs, unlocked the door, and I said, "Would you please call the next time you're going to show up at 4:30 in the morning?" Maybe just give us a little jingle to let us know you
cocked and fully loaded.
I got to be honest with you. I never expected the ramifications that I got from just even the thought of having to use a gun like that. It took me an hour and a half to get back to sleep. I can
imagine.
I was that wired for
shot your stepdaughter.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know. But my heart was beating a million miles an hour. I got, I wouldn't want to say like a panic attack, but I was pretty stressed, man. Like I said, it took a good hour and a half to get back to sleep, just to wind down from what that was. So everybody out there that's, like, oh, I got my gun, and I'm going to, anybody comes in my house, I'm going to shoot them. You don't know what you're in for, because it's a harrowing experience.
I mean, so now let me ask you, do you think now when somebody enters your house, like say she would have gotten in, say you didn't look at her in her car out there.
Yep.
As soon as that door opens, do you say, what would you have done?
The procedure is this: if you've got, if you, like I said, when we went through this class, the first thing you do is get the police on the phone. Dial 911. Even if you can't make contact with the cops, have them on there so they can hear. The next thing is you start yelling at them. Get out of my house. Don't come in here. I have a gun. And then at that point you would have noticed, like, her voice would have said, it's me, it's me. Well, you would hope, but I'm giving you the standard procedure for anybody. So the next thing you do is you start yelling, and you yell authoritatively because you want them to clear out and go. The next thing is, if they continue after you and they're being aggressive and you have to shoot them, they told us to kill them. They said, don't try to wing them, don't try to maim them, don't try to put one in their leg to slow them down.
And that's if they're coming at you. It's not if they're taking your stuff, because you can't shoot somebody that's just taking your stuff.
That's why if you're threatened but here's the other thing too. Let's say you do have to shoot somebody. Let's say it is that situation and it's that awful. Not only A, are you going to jail till they sort things out with the cops, B, you're going to get a civil suit from the family because poor, Ricky Bobby there, he just had some hard times going on, and it's like, wait a minute. So that it's a big, fat, hairy deal to pull a gun and use it on somebody. It really is. It's nothing to be trifled with.
All right, let's downshift a little bit from guns to fishing.
Fishing. Love me some fish. I don't like fish at all.
We'll get into that in a second. Sunshine and warmer weather were a welcome change for the fishing industry in Muskegon County over the weekend. Area fishermen struggled through a bad ice fishing season and an early spring that was disrupted with a winter blast last week. Michigan Department of Natural Resources says the Muskegon River, as well as the piers in Whitehall, should be a hot spot for steelhead now that the weather has improved. You're not a fishing guy. I'm not a fishing guy. Max loves to fish. Alexa's dad takes him out. They've got a nice little lake by their house that they go to. And I feel kind of bad that that's not my thing. Like, I feel like maybe that would be like a good father-son thing to do. Go fishing.
They're gross.
Hang out. Yeah, that's my thing too. Like, if you put worms on a hook, fish smell awful.
Slimy.
Yeah, it's just,
they don't look like they're from Earth. They wiggle around in your hands. You get dirt in your fingernails.
The eyes are creepy.
Yeah, I don't like fish. I don't eat fish. I don't like fish. I don't eat fish. I don't want nothing to do with fish.
Yeah, it's just.
I do fish with grandkids if they ask.
So you have fished though?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I've been fishing since I was in 4th grade.
Really?
Yeah, I went to Charlton Park. We had a day trip when I was in 4th grade with the school, and I had to gather up a bunch of worms to take, and it was like the most disgusting experience of my childhood.
I know. I don't
digging
like
up
worms.
Like a bunch of worms to put on a hook, and then I put the worm on the hook, and I cut my finger, and I was bleeding all over the place.
Poor baby. Did other kids poke their finger and go, "Hey, it's the cool thing to do"?
No.
What was that movie? Everybody's peeing their pants. That's what you do. That was Billy Madison, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, it was. No, I never enjoyed fishing as a kid because I was too much of a twit. I would sit in the boat and just sucked. And today, no, I don't even have a fishing pole. Don't.
See, as an adult, being out on a boat with a bunch of other guys who are fishing, and I'm just kicking back with some drinks, that's fine to me, as long as other people are doing the work.
Anytime you're on a boat freeloading booze off somebody, it's a good thing.
Don't cost nothing.
Hey, I'm here to fish. You got some absolutes?
Sports. Sergio Garcia wins the Masters. The Red Sox because Andy jinxed him, beat the Tigers 7-5. Red Wings close out the Joe with a 4-1 win over New Jersey. Pistons finish a lackluster season with a 103-90 win over Memphis. And the Lumberjacks wrapped up their regular season Saturday with a 5-2 win over Bloomington. They'll face Dubuque in the Eastern semis. It's a best-of-5 series starting this Friday the 14th. They will host Game 3 on Friday the 21st. Tickets for that are on sale at LC Walker Arena. That's scheduled for a 7:15 start. And a potential Game 4 would also be at Walker Arena on Sunday, April 23rd, tentatively scheduled for 4:15.
Well, good. I know my schedule now.
There you go.
Because somebody asked me the other day, when's the playoffs start for the Jacks? It's like, I have no idea. I've got so many things going on. Tell me when they start. I'll be there. That's all.
You know what we haven't gotten into? And I wanted to give you time to process Barry Manilow being gay.
So what? Good for him.
We didn't discuss it. Well, that was big news. It came out last week that,
I put a thing out on Facebook that lasted maybe a half an hour, and I simply said, and I mean this, what really kind of sucks about Barry Manilow having to come out of the closet at this stage of his life, that he was uncomfortable until now to come out. Right. And why would anybody have to live in a box like that? It's ridiculous. Be you. Be happy with who you are. Live your life to the best you can, and don't go to your grave regretting anything. That's I don't like the fact that he felt like he was trapped.
And it's weird because I remember when Barry Manilow's "Oh Mandy" song was out, like 1979. I had a crush on a girl named Mandy.
Oh,
so when I was in first grade,
right,
and that was like my favorite song.
Yep.
And my brother, my brother had the foresight. He was like, Barry Manilow's gay. He said this in 1979. He would have been like 12 years old, 11 years old.
Right.
He knew that Barry Manilow was gay in 1979.
And you're like, what's gay?
So, but he's writing the song. It's about old man. He's like, I don't think that's really about a girl named Mandy. I just want to let you know that that's what's so.
Well, I'll tell you what. I was about that era. It was about that era. I came home from a garage sale down by the trailer park, and I had bought a Village People record. So yeah. I would imagine that the old man really had his moment of doubt at that. Well, one minute he's buying Kiss records, and now he's here with the Village People. Uh-oh. No, I really think it sucks that he felt like he was closeted that long, and he doesn't need to be.
Yeah, 60. See, it's one of those things, like, I had already thought he came out, like, a long time ago. I didn't realize that he hadn't come out yet.
And I hate to kind of switch the subject a little away from this. Last night we were watching the Red Wings thing. I thought Scotty Bowman was dead. The old Red Wings coach. Yeah, I had thought he had passed away maybe 10 years ago.
No. That would have been huge news.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, he's alive. I really thought that I had heard that he passed away at some point. So.
It's weird. It's one of those things. It's one of those you thought it was out there, and
out
it's not.
Out of sight, out of mind, I guess.
Shocking. All right,
man. Have yourself a great Monday. It's the Andy and Dave Daily. We'll do it again here tomorrow. Say goodbye, Dave.
See ya.